All right, this is an experiment. I actually don't know how much time I have, but I wanted to give it a shot doing kind of an impromptu live. And so I'll do my best to be switching between the comments and the banners. But today I wanted to talk about some of the three questions that have really helped me, been huge for me in terms of helping me figure out and decide when it was time to stop beating my head against a brick. I'm sorry, when it was time to break up and stop being stuck in an unhealthy dynamic, as opposed to like sticking it in, not sticking it in there as in sticking it in there, but like sticking in there to try and make things better. So, first of all, this is my big question for every relationship nowadays is when and where do you avoid saying or doing something reasonable because you're afraid of how the other person will react? Reasonable is a bit subjective, of course, but reasonable given the circumstances or given human nature, I guess, also. Like, this to me is how I recognize the patterns of codependency in myself and other people. So it's so easy to keep our focus on, well, but how they're going to react. And the reality is the fact that you are not doing something reasonable is your problem. It is actually, I mean, it might be their problem also, but it's the only one that you have control over. You can't change how they're going to react. So if you find that there are places where you are like not saying something or not doing something because you're afraid of how the other person is going to react, that means it's not a sustainable dynamic. It is not a healthy dynamic. You are not getting to be your authentic self. And even no matter how much you might think you're helping them in some way, you're really sorry, I don't know why my nose is so itchy today. You're enabling them. You're enabling them, and you are actually keeping them from learning the important life lessons about how they can manage those feelings or heal the triggers that are bringing up those reactions. So that's actually the one that I've learned most recently. But these are the ones that helped me in the past. What feelings are you trying to avoid feeling by staying in this relationship? And this is a tough one because there's so much, I have just had to face so much sadness and grieving. If I were to imagine and accept the fact that this might be the end of, if not the relationship, the end of this phase of the relationship, of this form of the relationship. And that's hard. There's also feelings of fear, like, can I get by on my own? How will I get by on my own? There's like, I'm afraid I'm going to be hurting my kids. Like, there are so many feelings that it's just easier if we don't have to feel them, if we just stay in the relationship and keep bitching about the other person and hoping that they're going to change despite every fucking sign that they have shown us. Maybe they've said things. I'll get to that in a second. But you know, they have shown you who they are. And you can choose to accept that and stay in the relationship because you don't want to feel these other feelings. Or the best thing you can do is take the time right now. You don't have to make a change in your relationship right now, but start to look at what are those feelings and how can you start to process those feelings now? Because that is actually one of the best hopes that your relationship has for getting any better. But more importantly, it's your pathway towards a healthier dynamic and towards a better relationship when you're not living in fear of feeling those feelings. Simple, but not easy. I know. But also not that fucking hard. Set a timer, write a list. What am I afraid of feeling? Imagine I'm breaking up with this person. What are you afraid of? What are you worried about? What don't you want to feel? So, on to number 3. Based solely on this person's actions, not on their words, would you sign up for another year or 5 or 10 with this person? And this was a really big one for me because with so many people, it's not for lack of love. I have genuinely deeply loved every partner that I've been in relationship with or am in relationship with, and they have deeply loved me also. So, and even if they have genuinely expressed regret for the ways that they have acted or the things that they have said, and I know that it's genuine regret, it doesn't change what they said or did. And it's been really powerful to recognize, first of all, not everybody acts that way. All of this person's actions that you're dealing with, not everybody acts that way. In fact, many people don't act that way. And so sometimes it's easy to get sucked into like the whole picture or the words and the apologies. But if you go back to just their actions, do you want more of that or not? So let me know if those are helpful. Post a comment or shoot me an email. Where is it? Wendy at wendygarrido.com is my email, or you can find me on WhatsApp at Wendy Garrido. And if you want more support in being more authentic in your personal life, in your business relationships, and everywhere else, is there anywhere else? I'm sure there is. wendygarrido.com/life is the link to go to my membership program. And let me see, can I put a little exit video out? I don't know how to do that yet, so we're not going to do that right now. You can go to the website. Yeah. Join my membership. It's where you get me every day and access to me and one-on-one calls with me and my brain and my heart focused on your business and your life. Sounded a little salesy. Join my membership. I don't want you to join my membership if you don't feel deeply called and if you don't deeply resonate with me. But if you feel deeply called and if you deeply resonate with me, then check it out and see if it feels right. I would love to meet you there. Okay. Yay me. 8-minute live stream, 8:42 p.m. Off we go. Okay. Take care. Big hugs. Bye.